Hi, I'm Rupert Harrison. I live at Shady Pines Senior Center, and I'm 93 years old. Still living.
I'm Claudius Templeton. I'm 85 years old, and I live at Shady Pines Senior Center.
Well, I'm Johnny, and I'm 18.
Hello, Mr. Hill and Mr. Templeton.
It's a pleasure to be here. How are you?
Very great, and you guys?
Good as well.
Well, hello there. So, I see you're going to be interviewed today.
Yes, if we have some time, I would appreciate it.
I've got all the time in the world.
Alright, let's go.
What's your first question, sonny boy?
How did the Great Depression affect you and your life?
Well, let's see. I was only 1 year old, and when the depression lasted until I was about 17. But it was still hard on me. I didn't get enough nourishment.
Well, my father was a farmer, and he lost many of his employees because he couldn't pay them, and my family became very poor at the time. So it affected me and my family very much financially.
Wow, that is very sad.
Oh, that's good. Another question. Why did people lose their jobs during the Great Depression?
When the Great Depression started, people lost money, and that meant they had to let go of their employees. And this made people very, very, very poor. During the Great Depression, the lack of money was a major factor. When people became poor, they had to move to Hoovervilles, named after the President Herbert Hoover. The Hoovervilles were usually found near major cities, with Seattle having one of the biggest. The Hoovervilles usually consisted of tarps and were filled with rubble and garbage that was scavenged by homeless people. Luckily, once the Great Depression ended, the city of Seattle began to become industrial and created many new power grids and factories, which created many new jobs, which was a factor of immigration and migration in Washington. It is sad to say, but I was in Hooverville for 3 years.
That is very interesting. I have a next question for you. And what did Franklin D. Roosevelt help you?
Well, when Franklin D. Roosevelt became president in 1932, he created a plan called the New Deal, which created jobs to build new parks and roads and other things to preserve the Northwest for many people. For many people, my older brother got a job building parks, and this gave us more money and helped the community.
Wasn't there more than one New Deal?
Yes, there were many New Deals. There were smaller ones that were just created in Washington alone.
Okay, so how did World War II affect you and your family?
Well, I was in the 1st Battalion fighting in the front line against the Japanese. And so, also, one of the few who were called the Aces. And also got the Congressional Medal of Honor by saving my young friend from an ambush by some Japanese.
So World War II must have been really major for the U.S.
Well, from personal experience, it was really major for my family, and it has surprisingly helped my family. My dad got hired for Boeing because they needed workers to build the Boeing B-17 Fortress airplanes and the B-29 Super Fortress airplanes. This helped us financially. However, none of my family went to help fight in the U.S. Armed Forces, though I know that at the time most men went to fight.
Okay. Cool.
Great, because there's a lot more information to come.
I agree. There's so much to talk about. So let's get this going.
Okay, what made you decide to move over to Washington?
My family moved to Washington from New York because of a new opportunity, and also because it was much more peaceful here in Washington rather than New York.
Did you bring family when you came over?
Yeah, it's me and my dog. We came over like a lot of people at the time because of the Great Depression. After the Great Depression ended, Seattle became building.
Well, I don't have a family, so it doesn't really relate. Or I don't really relate. But my mother and father brought me over here when I was a little tot.
Was there ever a moment that you will remember forever?
Yeah, my friend died near me because her and I were working in a factory when I was 17. In a Boeing airplane they were testing, crashed onto the buildings we were in.
Honestly, since I'm so old, I can't really remember anything that long ago.
What is a moment that you wish that you could redo?
When I accidentally blew up my arm.
I would not redo anything, or I might not be here today.
Okay. Last question. Do either of you know why people migrated or immigrated to Washington during 1930s to 1945?
At the age, I was about 10, 15 years old, but I can remember most of my friends came over because of World War II or to seek refuge and safety.
The only thing I can remember because I'm so old, that they were escaping the Great Depression and that they just wanted to get away and move and start a new life.
Well, this was an exciting conversation. Up to you all for, thank you all for your time.
No problem. Come back anytime. You are so young and have a good life ahead of you. I can feel it.
It was as fun as bingo on Friday nights.
Have a nice day. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No thanks. You trip with your walker. In 1929, this is going to be our timeline now.
Oh, now.
In 1929, the Great Depression started.
In 1930, population of Washington State is
Face the audience, Daisy.
population of Washington State is 1,563,396,000 people.
Okay. 1931, the Dust Bowl began.
In 1932, Rock Island Dam is completed.
In 1933, Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected president.
Longshoremen and maritime workers striked West Coast and Seattle.
Liberal left Washington Commonwealth Federation is founded on June 8, 1935.
University of Washington rowing crew wins Olympic gold medal on August 14, 1936.
1937, migrants entered the state from 1937 to 1938 to harvest the bumper cotton crop.
Bonneville Dam is completed in 1938.
In 1939, REI is founded in Seattle.
Ryan, scoot forward.
1940, Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapse on November 7th.
Whidbey Island Naval Air Station is established in 1941.
FDR signed executive order in 1942.
FDR
presidency in 1943?
Oh, I can't. I can't read it. Warner. Warner. Magnu.
Please, the audience.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, so Warren Gomagnishan wins first of 6 terms in U.S. Senate, 1944.
World War II ended 1945.
The Great Depression begins in
The Nazi Party gains majority in Parliament in 1930.
So can I just interrupt? Imagine if you were an audience member, right? And you're rolling all these things. I want you guys to think of a better way of presenting this information than just going through the list. You could say, this is a really important time to do this, or this is an important time to do that, instead of just reading it out loud.
Okay.
So, feedback, audience.
Mushmai?
Please stop supporting.